Prepare yourself for a journey that will transform your perspective on meditation. In a world where the concept of meditation is often misunderstood and reduced to mere practices or postures, today we will explore what it truly means to enter this state of deep equilibrium. Meditation is not a technique that you simply do. It is a state that arises as a result of an internal process. Imagine a space where you can transcend the limitations of the body and mind, a place where suffering disappears, and you find true peace. We will delve into what Sadhguru has to say about how meditation can be the key to unlocking this state of mindfulness. Get ready to discover how meditation can become a powerful tool to empower your life and allow you to live with full awareness and freedom. It's not about achieving something specific, but about uncovering the true essence of what it means to be human. Let's explore an essential concept. Meditation is not something you can simply do in the conventional sense. Instead, meditation is the experience of a state of deep and serene balance. This state of equilibrium is neither forced nor imposed. It naturally arises as a result of a particular and careful process. It is an inner journey where, by calming the mind and setting aside distractions, you allow equanimity to manifest spontaneously. True meditation, therefore, is the experience of this inner state of balance that reveals itself through continuous practice and attentive presence. When we fear suffering consciously or unconsciously, we end up limiting the scope and possibilities of our lives. Meditation is an incredible empowerment that allows us to do what is necessary in the world without being affected by daily activities. What we call meditation is deeply connected to life. In simple terms, meditation means that when you sit down, your body is present, your mind is elsewhere, and you are beyond these two dimensions, the physical body and mental accumulations. This is the end of suffering and the beginning of meditation. All human suffering, in essence, manifests through the body or the mind. Is it possible to identify any other type of suffering that does not pass through these dimensions? When we are immersed in happiness, our nature shines and we radiate an aura of kindness and generosity. However, when sadness overwhelms us, our disposition often transforms, and we may become unpleasant and distant. This cycle of well-being and distress is deeply linked to our instinct of self-preservation, which often causes us to react defensively and selfishly. Unless we are able to transcend and reduce this primordial instinct, we will limit our ability to achieve true spirituality. We will remain trapped in our individual identity, unable to experience a deeper and more universal connection with the world around us. We want to make everything possible, but this is often a game of the mind. If we can manage our thoughts and keep body and mind in the same place, we can truly achieve anything. Let's listen to what Sadhguru has to say about using meditation to achieve mindfulness. Namaskaram. In recent days, in addition to coronavirus, there is a second term that has been increasingly mentioned: meditation. This phenomenon is remarkable, as individuals who previously had never practiced meditation, and who until recently had not even considered integrating this practice into their routines, now find themselves widely discussing the importance of meditating. The current situation has sparked a sudden interest in introspection and mental tranquility techniques, revealing a growing search for ways to find serenity and balance amid uncertain and challenging times. Thus, meditation has emerged as a keyword in everyday conversation, reflecting a collective desire to explore methods for promoting well-being and inner peace. Generally, we assume that meditation means dhyana. In Tamil Nadu, it is dhyanam. A little further north, it is dhyana. Further north still, it becomes dhyan. And further east, it is Chan. Even further east, it becomes Zen. But it is the same thing. So, what exactly are we trying to capture with the term meditation? Let's explore this in more depth. First and foremost, it is crucial to consider what the word meditation actually represents. In English, the term does not carry a specific or uniform meaning. It is broadly interpreted and often misunderstood. When someone sits with their eyes closed, it is often automatically assumed that the person is engaged in meditation. However, the simple act of closing one's eyes can encompass a variety of distinct activities. It might mean merely being at rest, doing nothing in particular, or even having developed the ability to fall asleep while sitting. Therefore, the concept of meditation goes beyond a superficial action. It involves an internal process and a state of consciousness that cannot be reduced to mere external signs. The word meditation in English does not specify anything. What we need to understand is that you cannot do meditation because meditation is a state, a consequence of a certain process. You can initiate and guide a process, but you cannot guide a state. A state is simply a consequence. It's like wanting flowers in your garden. You don't make flowers happen by meditating on them. To have flowers, you focus on the soil, the fertilizer, the water, and the sunlight. If you properly manage this process, flowers and fruits will naturally follow. Today we live in a world obsessed with achieving goals and obtaining quick results, to the point where people often neglect the fundamental aspects of the process. Instead of dedicating themselves to the careful cultivation of the soil, choosing the right fertilizer, and paying attention to essential details, many simply wish to enjoy the flowers and fruits without the necessary work to achieve them. In this scenario, they end up settling for artificial flowers. While plastic flowers may seem like a practical solution and come with a 5-year durability guarantee, they are merely static, lifeless decorations. In contrast, natural flowers require constant care and daily dedication, reflecting the true essence of cultivation. These real flowers, with their vibrant colors and delicate fragrances, represent the beauty that results from commitment and patience. Thus, by opting for artificial flowers, people may avoid the work, but they sacrifice the authenticity and depth that only true cultivation can offer. Unfortunately, life has reached this point. When someone mentions my life, they are often referring to work, finances, their car, perhaps a pet or a partner. But in reality, what life truly is what pulses within us. The rest are merely arrangements that we hope will help improve our lives. As life pulsates, we encounter a multitude of tasks and challenges, from the most mundane, like avoiding an invisible virus, to the most complex. On the other hand, the dead have only one need: to be preserved in memory and in the ground. Meditation, or what we interpret as meditation, is deeply intertwined with the essence of life. In simpler terms, meditation is the process where, by sitting in silence, your body remains in the present, your mind wanders elsewhere, and you find a state of subtle detachment from the physical and mental dimensions, from the body and your internal disturbances. This space of disconnection is the point of convergence where suffering dissipates and true meditation begins to flourish. Meditation is not something you can do directly. It is a state that arises as a result of a process. If you take care of your body, mind, emotions, and energies to a certain level of maturity, you will naturally become meditative all the time. Meditation is not a limitation that requires you to close your eyes and stay still. Instead, it is an empowerment that allows you to do what is necessary in the world without being affected by the tasks you need to accomplish. Without this empowerment, the human being is limited. If what you think, feel, and do in the world impacts you significantly, you will naturally hesitate to do what is necessary and avoid what needs to be done. When your own activity, the activity of the world around you, your mind and your emotions constantly affect you, you tend to keep your life very limited. Activity, thought, emotion, and engagement with life can cause much suffering. And if you fear suffering, consciously or unconsciously, you will limit the scope and possibilities of your life, whether in education, career, relationships, marriage, children, or wealth. All these aspects are sought with the hope of improving our lives, but often people end up entangled in these details. Curiously, the virus is forcing us to view life from a new perspective, revealing the hidden traps of everyday life that previously went unnoticed. Suddenly, you find yourself facing your luxurious home, once a symbol of status and success, now transformed into a confining and isolating prison. The once welcoming walls now seem to close in around you, intensifying the sense of confinement. Your high-value car, which once symbolized freedom and mobility, becomes an almost redundant object, stationary and purposeless as the streets remain deserted and the need for travel dissolves. In this moment of global uncertainty, the sense of normalcy seems a distant and nebulous concept, and the expectation of returning to pre-pandemic routines becomes an unknown, shrouded in a veil of doubt about how long it will take to restore balance. Meditation is essentially this: when you sit down, your body is here, your mind is there, and who you are is in a place different from these two aspects, the physical body and mental accumulations. If you create a small space between you and these aspects, it marks the end of suffering and the beginning of meditation. Meditation is a process that, at first glance, may seem simple, but it reveals itself as a tool of profound power and transformation. When you combine the essential elements, your breath, your thoughts, and your awareness, you create an internal harmony that enhances the mind and body in a way that might seem almost superhuman to external observers. It's as if you are accessing a hidden, transcendent, and extraordinary capability. However, the true secret lies in the simplicity of this practice. It is not about achieving a superhuman status, but about recognizing and embracing the wonder inherent in the human condition. Meditation does not create superpowers, but reveals the remarkable capacity each of us possesses to live fully and extraordinarily. Meditation is one way to become mentally present and effective. Many people think that meditation is merely for achieving a state of ecstasy, but its purpose is even greater. Meditation offers that space between you and your body, between you and your mind. The reason you may not feel a natural connection to the spiritual aspect of life is that you often excessively reinforce your instinct for self-preservation. This instinct acts as a primordial defense mechanism that creates a sense of separation and isolation, making you feel like a bubble cut off from the world around you. This feeling of separation prevents you from fully engaging with the universe and others, creating an invisible barrier between you and a deeper, more integrated experience. Unless this instinct for self-preservation is balanced and controlled, you will find yourself perpetually confined within the limits of your individuality, unable to transcend the isolated self and achieve a true spiritual connection. Only by overcoming this barrier and opening up to interconnection with the world can you begin to explore the spiritual dimension and find a deeper, more enriching sense of belonging. When you are happy, you are a wonderful person. Starting the day with a touch of ecstasy makes the world seem better. If everyone in Hyderabad started the day in an ecstatic state, Hyderabad would be an amazing place. But since many start the day with tension, the result is different. The purpose of meditation is simple. Your body is here, your mind is there, and who you are is somewhere else. When these three elements operate separately, you reach the end of suffering. And when the fear of suffering disappears, you are more open to exploring other dimensions of life. Otherwise, no matter how much I explain, you will always be seeking security. To achieve something, it is necessary to act with total presence and attention. Meditation is one of the tools to reach this state of mind. I hope you found this dive into the world of meditation as revealing as I did. The journey to understand and integrate meditation into our lives can profoundly transform the way we live and experience the world. If you enjoyed this video and want to continue exploring topics that could change your life, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Seeds of Mystic Wisdom channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing what you think and how these topics resonate with you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.